Alright everyone, Tim from Duelist Community College here, and I am bringing you another quote-unquote budget build. I say quote-unquote because this is unfortunately somewhat expensive now because of how old it is. However, I'm very excited about it, and I'm actually looking forward to it, so here we go. 3 zombie horde structure decks. Alright, let's open up one and see what it all comes with. I was hoping to have this received before Christmas because I was hoping to have it up by Christmas, but you know, things, you know, mail, you know how the mail is, it's slow, but it came today, so whatever, let's do it now. A little shaky, happy about it. Beginner's guide as per usual. Of course, the deck itself, and let's see what the paper one looks like. Come on, come on. Alright, let's back that back out. Look at that. Oh, that is fucking gorgeous. I've been wanting a zombie deck for a while, and when I realized this was an actual structure deck and be a good place to build, you know, and begin, why not, right? Alright, let's see what's all within it now. As long as I can find the opening. Seriously though, sometimes these are a pain in the ass to find. Oh, there it is. It's up at the top. See, look at that. Not even in the normal spot. Don't scratch it though. Come on. I do actually have sleeves for this one too, so woohoo. Okay. Alright, so to begin with, we got the Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon, and look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. Tatsunecro? Alright, I'm gonna have to read that one, I don't know what that does. The Doom King Ballardrock. Oh, the art on these zombie cards are just awesome. Necro World Banshee. Oh. And then a Glow Up Bloom, I believe, probably the last one, right? Or one more? Nope, that is the last foil. Kasha, not sure what that does. I'll have to read that. Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. Malevolent Mech Goku N. Endless Decay. Paladin of the Cursed Dragon. Immortal Ruler. Zombie Master. Tristan Knight of the Underworld. Mizuki, Gozuki, Shutendoji, sorry if I said that one wrong, Pyramid Turtle, Goblin Zombie, Isolde Belle of the Underworld, oh that looks cool, Shiranui Solitaire, Uni Zombie, Marionette Mite, Beast of the Pharaoh. Oh, look at that, Scapegoat. Aw. Zombie Necronize, I believe is a new spell. At least one this deck came out, as well as Zombie Power Struggle. Zombie World, namesake card. Overpowering Eye. Book of Life. Call of the Mummy. Foolish Burial. Monster Gate. Drag Down into the Grave. Burial from a Different Dimension. Shared Ride, Return of the Zombies, Haunted Shrine, Trap of the Imperial Tomb, Needlebug Nest, Metaverse, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and last it looks like is Mask of Restrict. And there you go, there's the Duel Link card. Alright, hell yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So as per usual, I'm going to go off screen here for a bit, make a deck, the side deck, an extra deck, as much as I can, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, see you in a minute. Alright everyone, as you can see I did build my deck, and let's take a look right into it. However, I do want to make mention quick that this is the first time this has ever happened, but I got a 4th copy of Necro World Banshee within the 3 boxes I opened up. I'll leave it off to the side so you can see. It'll be right up here the whole time, hopefully. Anyways, let's get right into it. So as you can see, initially I did put in 3 Doom King Ballardrox, one because he's just awesome looking and because he's actually just awesome. During the standby phase, if a face-up card is in the field zone and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position. You can only use this effect of Doom King Ballardrox once per turn, once per chain. When a zombie monster except Doom King Ballardrox activates its effect, except during the damage step, you can apply one of the effects, but you cannot apply the same effect of Doom King Ballardrox again this turn. The first effect, of course, being negate that effect, not this effect, and banish one, and then choose to banish one monster from the field or graveyard. And as you can still see, she's still up in the upper left, and here's the other 3 copies. Like I said, it's never happened, so I just thought that was amazing. Alright, and then with Necro World Banshee, no, Zombie World in the field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, neither player can target it with card effects. You can banish this card from your field or graveyard, activate 1 Zombie World directly from your hand or deck. You can only use this effect of Necro World Banshee once per turn. So, in other words, you know, she's just is a great card to look for Zombie World if you don't already have it in your hand. So, next I chose 3 Glow Up Blooms because it is not limited or anything, and another tuner. So, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to add a level 1 level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. Or if Zombie World is in the field zone, you can special summon it from your deck instead. Also, in either case, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters. You can only use the effect of Glow Up Bloom once per turn. So if you have the Zombie World in your hand, it's an easy, quick way to pull out the Ballardrox and woo! Hopefully get some good board presence. Next, 3 Unizombies. With Unizombie, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, discard 1 card, and if you do, increase that target's level by 1. You can target 1 face-up monster on the field. Monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters. Also send 1 zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, increase that target's level by 1. You can only use the effect of Unizombie once per turn. So, way I figure it, if you need to synchro, good thing, but also just to get the zombies into the grave, as well as getting some of the effects off. So, next, 3 Mizuki. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard to special summon that target. So basic, Monster Reborn type deal with a cost, so I mean that's not too bad. Next would be what looks to be possibly his brother Gozuki times 3. During your main phase, you can send 1 zombie monster from your deck to your graveyard. If this card is sent to your graveyard, you can banish 1 zombie monster from your graveyard except Gozuki. Special summon 1 zombie monster from your hand. You can only use each effect as Gozuki once per turn. And we're down to the last few. 2 copies of Zombie Master. Once per turn, you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 level 4 or lower zombie monster in your either graveyard. Special summon that target. This monster must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve its effects. So only downside, if they decide to flip it down, it's not going to work. And also with Zombie World on the field, easier to get your opponent's monsters as well. Tatsunekro. If this normal summon / set monster would be used as synchro material, 1 monster in your hand can also be used for the other materials. If you do this, all materials for that summon are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters except zombie monsters. And as you can tell, being able to do only zombie monsters doesn't really matter. That's basically this entire deck anyways. And then the last monster are 3 copies of Shiranui Solitaire. You can tribute 1 zombie monster, special summon 1 zombie tuner with 0 defense from your deck. If this card is banished, you can target 1 of your banished Shiranui monsters except Shiranui Solitaire, or up to 2 instead of Shiranui style. Synthesis is on the field, special summon them. You can only use each effect of Shiranui Solitaire once per turn. And as you saw, we only have I want to say for sure 4 tuners in here, so the Glow Ups and the Tatsunekro. Tatsuneko would not be able to be picked, but I think Glow Up Bulb has 0 defense, right? Yeah, 0/0. So yeah, so Glow Up Bloom would be the only option that you'd be able to pull, at least based on the structure deck build. Alright, on to the spells. We are doing, of course, the 3 copies of Zombie World, because if you're not, then why bother? All monsters on the field and in the graveyards become zombie monsters. Neither player contribute summon monsters except zombie monsters. While this may not affect every other opponent's deck, it does hit some of them pretty decent, and so thus it is there. Also, to get us more zombie fodder. 2 copies of Book of Life. Target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard and 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon in the first target, also banish the second. So again, another copy of Monster Reborn, except you get to banish one of theirs as well, so, you know, that's great. Foolish Burial, send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. Simple enough. 2 copies, a Shared Ride. For the rest of this turn, each time a card is added from the main deck or graveyard to your opponent's hand, except by drawing them, you immediately draw 1 card. You can only activate 1 Shared Ride per turn. I feel that actually works the best, especially when they're going, you know, on their, either if they're going first or on their first turn at the very least. You'll probably get the most cards possible, so just good options. 1 copy is Zombie Power Struggle. Target 1 zombie monster on the field until the end of this turn. It gains 1,000 attack or loses 1,000 attack. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle 1 of your banished zombie monsters into the deck, and if you do, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use the effect of Zombie Power Struggle once per turn. The whole lowering of the attack is very useful because, again, with Zombie World, all their monsters on the field also become zombie monsters, so if you're having trouble with one, hey, there you go. 1 copy of Zombie Necronize. If a level 5 or higher zombie monster is on the field, target 1 monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle 1 of your banished zombie monsters into the deck. And if you do, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use 1 copy of Zombie Necronize effect per turn, and only once that turn. I just feel it's nice. We'll see, though. That's why I only put it at 1. And then 2 copies of Burial from a Different Dimension. Target up to 3 banished monsters, then return them to the graveyard. Might not seem important, but because of our only option for our extra deck, I think it is actually very useful. And then, 4 traps total. 3 copies of Needlebug Nest. Seems very odd for me, especially if you know my history with some of these cards. But send the top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard. One of the main reasons we're playing 3 of almost everything, just in case we pitch some of them, and hey, you know. But a lot of the effects are also used when they're in the grave, so hey, could be good. And then the 1 copy of Metaverse that we're allowed, because it is limited, take 1 field spell from your deck and either activate it or add it to your hand. Then, of course, for the extra deck, all we have option is the 3 copies of Red Eye's Zombie Necro Dragon. Gains 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards. When another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. You can only use this effect of Red Eye's Zombie Necro Dragon once per turn. So, I mean, it can quite easily get a very beefy nature. As well as, hey, bring more monsters to your field, right? And then for the extra deck, the last copy of Shared Ride, 2 more copies of Zombie Power Struggle, 2 more copies of Zombie Necronize, 2 copies of Drag Down into the Grave. Both players reveal their hands. Each chooses 1 card from their opponent's hand. Then you discard the chosen cards from both players' hands. Then both players draw 1 card. There weren't many great options, to be honest, and so I put 2 of them in. 1 copy of Overpowering Eye. Target 1 zombie monster you control with 2,000 or less attack. It can attack directly this turn. I just thought, hey, just in case. I've been getting close to winning and just couldn't get that last swing in. Why not? 1 Trap of the Imperial Tomb. When a zombie monster is special summoned from your opponent's graveyard to the field, target 2 cards on the field and destroy them. Sort of sucks because it is targeting, but hey, just in case, it could still help. 3 copies of Mask of Restrict. Neither player can tribute cards. Again, not too many great options, but you know, tributing still happens, so for now it's in there. And then the last 3 anti-spell fragrance. Both players must set spells cards before activating them and cannot activate them until their next turn after setting them. So that's the entire deck. The extra deck we can do, I mean not extra, but no, yeah, extra. And then the side deck is what I meant to call this one in the beginning. That's my bad. So let me know what you thought in the comments below if it's good. I already have some rarity bumps here, as well as other cards I'm planning on adding into the deck at a later point, as well as also still waiting on some to arrive because, you know, holiday season mail and all. But so yeah, I was fucking excited to get this one. I hope I did well for the zombie players out there with what I had currently, and let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Alright guys, have a fantastic new year in just a couple days, and later.